Winning with money isn't just about crunching numbers and sticking with a rigid budget. It's also about shifting your thinking and adopting practices that make financial success feel attainable and even enjoyable. But before diving into how you can win with money next year, if you feel like you're constantly scrambling to make ends meet, or you're always wondering how your money disappears so quickly, a money mindset reflection journal can help turn that around. This journal is like a spending coach for your spending habits, and in just 60 days, you'll start to see the patterns that keep you from reaching your goals and finally understand the why behind your financial choices. I created this to help shift your mindset, which will make it easier for you to practice patience, own your decisions, and change the way you think about money. And by the end, you'll be in charge of your finances and not the other way around. So check the link below if you're ready for a financial reset. So the first way that you're going to win with money in 2025 is to flex your no muscle. Saying no can be tough, especially in a world where we're constantly bombarded with options to spend. But building up any type of financial resilience starts with small acts of discipline. And by saying no to that candy bar or skipping the drive-thru, you're not just saving a few dollars. You're laying the foundation for stronger habits. Because each small no contributes to a growing confidence in your ability to stick to your financial goals. And over time, this builds your inner strength to tackle bigger decisions without hesitation. This is a step toward a more empowered financial future, and soon saying no will become a natural part of your routine. You should also turn regret into growth. We've all probably experienced that sinking feeling of buyer's remorse. Whether it's walking into a store to buy one inexpensive item and walking out with a cart full of stuff you didn't need, or making a purchase without comparing prices or reading reviews. But instead of being stuck in the past, I want you to see these regrets as an opportunity to evolve and ask yourself what led to that decision and consider what you can do differently next time. Because when you view past choices as an opportunity to improve, you're taking those mistakes and you're turning them into life lessons. So write down what you learned so that you can look back and remind yourself of these insights, which will help you make more thoughtful decisions going forward. You should also visualize your future self. Visualization is not just wishful thinking. It's a strategy that can keep you grounded when distractions pop up. So let's say that you're dealing with credit card debt. If that is the case, I want you to picture yourself 5 years from now, debt-free and feeling peace instead of stressing about your balances, and then imagine how proud you feel. This image of your future self can be an anchor that pulls you back on track when you feel tempted to overspend. And by regularly checking in with this vision, you're closing the gap between where you are now and where you want to be. And on those especially tough days, visualization can be a powerful reminder of how the steps you take today contribute to a more fulfilling tomorrow. I want you to also reverse FOMO. The fear of missing out can feel intense, but instead of dwelling on what you might miss out on, think about what you're gaining by staying disciplined. So remind yourself that every no to a temporary thrill is a yes to something far more meaningful, like an incredible vacation, a home, or another financial milestone. And when you look at it this way, FOMO can quickly turn into the joy of missing out. You should also reconnect with your why. At the beginning of your financial journey or your rebirth, you were likely motivated by something big. But unfortunately, it is so easy for that drive to fade over time. So make a concerted effort to reassess your why, which can help renew your energy, it can help you refocus, and this is especially critical during challenging times. So write down your specific reasons for wanting to be financially disciplined, and on those tough days, I want you to pull out your list and remind yourself. Because when obstacles arise, your why can become a guiding light that reminds you that the sacrifices are worth it, and this deeper connection to your purpose can keep you grounded and more resilient. In addition, challenge naysayers with confidence. Unfortunately, you might run into people who will mock or misunderstand your financial choices. You getting serious about your money could be a reminder that they're not, and some people don't want you to do better. I know it doesn't make any sense, but it happens. And when it does, instead of getting defensive, if possible, see if you can turn that conversation into a teachable moment. Responses like, "I'm ultimately the one who's responsible for my finances," or "I'm choosing financial freedom over quick thrills," might shift their perspective. Standing firm in your decisions not only strengthens your own commitment, it could also inspire others to rethink their spending habits. And if it doesn't, oh well. But whatever you do, don't let the attitudes of others discourage you from improving your financial well-being. You can also reframe a sacrifice as an investment. It's easy to sometimes feel deprived when you're saving, but the truth is, each dollar saved is a step toward financial freedom. So again, rather than focus on what you give up, Focus on what you're gaining, which is a measure of security, a brighter future, and more opportunities. When you frame and actually view saving as an investment in your future, it will feel less like a burden and more like a gift to yourself. And this subtle shift can make all the difference when trying to stick to your goals. Another thing you should do is rewrite your money story. We all carry beliefs about money from our past, and unfortunately, some of those stories can limit us. It might be ideas like everyone is broke, or everyone has credit card debt, or people like me never get ahead. And these stories, whether we realize it or not, can shape how we manage our money. But by identifying and challenging these, you empower yourself to create a new one. So write down any beliefs that no longer serve you and replace them with affirmations that open you up to financial success. This rewriting process helps you shed limited views, which can pave the way for a more abundant life. And finally, make decisions with your future in mind. So before each purchase, pause and think about how your future self will feel about it. And this could be you next week, next month, next year, or even 5 years from now. Whatever it is that you're thinking about buying, do you feel that you will thank yourself for this choice later or feel regret? This simple question can bridge the gap between immediate gratification and long-term goals, reminding you that every choice shapes your future. And by keeping this in mind, you can make a habit of being more intentional with your spending, which can ensure that each decision you make supports your journey toward financial freedom.